there's a lot of inspirational human beings that has ever walked the face of the earth. And if we're just gonna talk about public figures that has been inspirational, people gonna say,
you know, could pick Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, Malcolm X, a respectable soldier that has fought for your country. So much. You know, there's so many names. And so, you know, there's so many people in the world, the way, you know, Jesus Christ, Muhammad. I understand that. But where I'm coming with this, when I say the modern time, you know, we all know that Mike Tyson had the microscope on him basically throughout his whole career, you could say.
The ups and downs, the struggle, the overcoming, the highs and the lows,
especially when he started boxing and things of that nature. But why I say he's the most inspirational is because it's nothing that Mike Tyson didn't go through, except, you know, aside from diseases like cancer or death.
Human being, have done it all, and everything has been microscopic since the beginning of his youth till the present time. You can see how he developed as a human being, and then it translates to you as a motivational thing that if Mike Tyson could go through what he went through and overcome it, you can overcome it.
We all know his story, you know, and just to briefly, you know, we all know he come from a horrible background from BK. Young man has been a juvenile delinquent, locked up. Mike Tyson has been poor to the poor, has been bullied.
What is one guy that you can ask every question available and the person has an answer to it? Think about it. You ask Mike Tyson, how was it living poor? How was it losing a mother? How was it losing a father? How is it to be rich? How is it to be robbed by most of the people? How can you handle leashes? How can you handle imprisonment? How do you handle a false conviction? How do you handle divorces? How can you handle marriage? How can you handle raising a kid?
How to handle trust, love, and hate and lust. How to overcome, how to help you overcome drug addiction, temptations, the ultimate temptations of all. Overcome sex addiction. How to handle STDs. You know, he said a story that he had STD before he won the heavyweight championship belt of a mother. How to overcome the death of a father. How to overcome.
Remember, he lost a child, and that's like, how can you cope with that? How can you how is it being a faithful husband? How is it not being a faithful husband? How is mental issues? Should you ask for a second opinion, a third opinion? Is those diagnoses for real? What you should look out for? How is it owning certain pets? How is it owning wild animals? How is it overcoming drug addiction? Is it an everyday thing like most of the people say? How is it telling the truth? What's the consequences of telling lies? What about if you do everything right? And you don't get your way? How do you handle those? How do you handle everyday life when you got the microscope on? How you handle yourself when you don't got the microscope on? So a lot of people, they can handle themselves in the microscope and know how to act in front of people, but behind the scenes, they just direct. How do you handle trust after everything you have gone through, he has gone through, you have gone through as a human? You can ask Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson has an answer to everything because he lived through everything.
Rekindling relationships with your children that you probably didn't raise. How to forgive, how to forgive, forget, or probably don't forget, how to hold your punches. And then all of that, that's just a pure, just average human life. We're not even talking about Mike Tyson, what he had to deal with in the ring.
Of course, you're going to ask Mike Tyson, hey, how is being pregnant, of course. But you understand what I'm saying.
That even Mike Tyson, who had weight problems, Mike Tyson has been bullied, how to handle bullies, and what to probably put your kids in combat fighting, and probably, you know, so they could have sense of confidence and not fearful. There's so much things that a guy like Mike Tyson can answer.
And attaining humbleness. How do you sustain humbleness with the ups and downs? Is a remarkable human being that goes through everything. And the dude is in his 50s. Who do you know could go through? He lived a dozen people's lives. That's why I say the most inspirational person, because he has overcome. I don't think a human can handle or survive all the things he has done.
Who else can you ask? And I'm talking about the people that's under the microscope. Of course, you got probably a family member that has gone through it, probably a brother, sister, mother, has gone through a lot and has overcome. And I praise all those people that's overcome a lot of those things that has come from being poor, come from the struggle, came from the struggles. Even when you reach the struggle and you got knocked back down and you come back up, people.
And of course, I'm going to touch on other inspirational human beings that has faced this earth and has touched humans, has helped humans from afar. They probably don't even know the type of dude is courageous. He's a man.
It's something about us humans that we don't like to see the downfall, but the intriguing part is seeing somebody's downfall and overcoming it. It's not like we want to see it, but I'm saying that there is a connection to it, because I believe that's the average human is not perfect. The average human loses and wins. The average human is not perfect. There's people that have that can't overcome certain things, that commit suicide. They stay down in that wrong path in drug addiction, not facing your family, being embarrassed, where that embarrassment in your mind makes you walk away. How to dedicate yourself in achieving the greatest goals of all. How to reach the top. How the hard work and reaching to the top, and falling down and picking yourself back up. How to overcome that. How to hold yourself from not killing somebody, because all the things and how to handle being robbed, sued, overcoming that, winning, losing in a court of law.
How can you handle hate? How do you handle love? How do you handle lust? This is something that a man has gone through and got the answers to. And probably it's not the answer you're looking for and in the manner that you're looking for, but I'm gonna tell you like this: Mike Tyson has an answer to everything a human could go through, outside of death, outside of natural diseases.
That's why I think in today's day we're so intrigued with Mike Tyson. We won't let him go. We won't let him go, because whether you hate him, love him, respect him, admire him, don't have too much knowledge of him, this is a person that we needed a Mike Tyson. This world needs a Mike Tyson. You can learn a lot from this human being. A great human being. You can learn a lot from this man.
Is a remarkable human being, is a remarkable man, is an interesting man, is an interesting human being, an interesting personality, character, whatever you want to call him, a champ, interesting champion. He is the people's champ. Like it or not, he is the people's champ, no doubt about it.